Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Apex Esports League. I'm JT, and tonight we're bringing you the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Supercars Championship, and we are up for round 9 tonight, and that sees us in the UK for Brands Hatch Circuit GP, and we've got 10 minutes of practice, 10 minutes of qualifying, a 40-minute race. Weather conditions are clear, and time of day is sunrise. And sorry, I did just lose my mic audio as soon as we kicked off into that. But we do have a 40% fuel cap on our cars, that meaning they will need to stop for fuel to finish out our race. Our championship standings after the 8th round, we have Wayne Walker on a solid lead, nearly around a Hopefully I am back now again. I sort of resolved that issue now. We've got Mick Clifton following the series lead in P2, and then Robbie Bradbury in P3. The previous results for last week were at Adelaide Street Circuit for round 8. It was a clean sweep taken by Wayne Walker, with pole position, the race win and the fastest lap bonus points. And also joining on the podium in P2 was Jonathan Gallen, and in P3 Mick Clifton. And our track for Brands Hatch Circuit, 3.89 kilometres. A nice cool one out there with sunrise and a very cool 18 degrees out there on the track. Okay, trackside now. Only a couple of minutes left to the practice. A smaller field, with only about 12 drivers registered at the moment. If you're joining us for the stream, you jump in the chat, let us know who you're here to support tonight. If you're new to the channel, be sure to follow as well. We appreciate the support. We're drifting out there for Zoo. Wayne Walker with a 127.695, a few tenths away Ryan Bunt. All drivers getting a time on the board. 5-second spread for practice. Session's done now. Will be launched across in a moment. 10 minutes of qualifying now. Championship points on the line. Looks like Andrew Rushworth leading the charge for qualifying. We'll jump on board for a hot lap around Brands Hatch. Oh, and off a bit of debris there now. It's going to make things a little bit messy around there for the next lap. I'll jump on board with Andrew Rushworth. Sun glaring down into Paddock Hill. Oh, tried to make the most out of that corner. Easy to get unsettled along that section. Our sectors are good. .128 flat. Thank you to Andrew Rushworth. And zeroing the 27.5. Hey, Pacific eSports, thanks for jumping on. Oh, hey, Banksy. Oh, yeah, we got iRacing audio coming through for some reason. Hopefully don't have to jump out of the session and back in. Had a few connection interruptions before with the headset. There we go, I think we got it back now. There we go, car's up. Thanks for jumping on. There we go, that's fixed. Good bit of screen time from there while we troubleshoot some issues. Had a couple more join in. Sam Tucker's joined and John Gallen. Gallen jumping straight into a P2. So there'll be 14 drivers for the race. Wayne Walker not in the car. Wonder if he's actually going to decide to do a pit lane start for him tonight. Still debris spewed. It's not on the racing line anymore, at least. And Zoo doing well with maintaining pole position at this point. He's just improved it again. We saw a couple of pink sectors go up. It's now a second gap over John Gallen. Just swapped around with Callahan. 7 well, nearly 8 tenths away now. It's a bit loose there. couple of drivers here going to manage to sneak in an extra lap of qualifying. Only 10 seconds left. I don't think Hayes quite make it. This will be final lap. Movement there for Hayes. Black flag for ANZ. I don't know what that one's about. Come back out for got a pit penalty. And getting his qualifying lap in now. Off for Snedden. Sam Tucker just getting last qualifying lap done. Qualifying complete. Some qualifying results on the screen. And qualifying results for round 9 of the Pagnian Event Simulation Supercars Championship at Brands Hatch Circuit. Our pole position driver is ANZ. Lost all of you. Headset deciding to disconnect on me yet again. The rest of our grid then follows Darryl Callahan, Andrew Rushworth, Ryan Bunt, John Gallen, Mick Clifton, Robbie Bradbury, Daniel Snedden, Hamish Curtis, Brad Hayes, Sam Tucker, Ruben Martin, John Wade, and then Wayne Walker. Not getting in his time. The driver's getting what they've been asking him to do for him. Oh, this is big dramas as we get a glitch on the iRacing as well. The data showing Mick Clifton in the lead currently. Black flag for Hamish Curtis. Hopefully everything holds up for us here and we can keep powering through. A bit of debris down through there. Wayne Walker currently moved up in 5 spots. Now in P8. Hamish Curtis comes in for the drive-through. Now, lovely standing showing Mick Clifton actually a lap ahead of everyone. Oh, loose in the rear for Bond. He's trying to chase Callahan. He seems to be getting the most of him here. Brad Hayes on the attack to the outside of Ruben Martin. Sam Tucker trying to get in, cuts a bit of that corner. Bradbury and Snedden here, both at good pace. You can see Bunt down there in the background, disappearing away from Callahan now. Oh, Tucker goes for a look to the inside. John Wade in tow of this battle forming. Oh, it looks like he might be joining in for it as well. Clifton now showing in correct position. So he's dropped 7 spots. This is a comeback on from a bit of a cut there for Bradbury. He's lost some speed. Ruben Martin gets around, as does Hayes. Probably a slowdown for him as well. Oh, there's a touch in the rear. Hayes in the Bradbury. Hayes has gone around taking damage. Bradbury holds it. I think that was a pretty clean tap to the front and may have escaped serious damage here. Enzo still doing well up the front. John Gallen really starting to close in. Bunt has a crack at Callahan. Wayne Walker now moved up 9 spots into P5. And some links for Hamish Curtis. He's lost 4 spots from getting the jump start. And off for Snedden. Gravel spewed across that corner even more so now. Gets out of the gravel. Walker looking for an opening there. We gonna commit. Not just putting the pressure on. Oh, bit of a touch in the hairpin. Snedden not making it easy for Walker. That's costing Callahan some time with his bunts now caught up. Walker moves through, 10 spots up into P4. Bunt still looking to recover a couple of lost spots here. Snedden's also been on the move with 3 spots. Some other gaps closing up still between Ruben Martin and Robbie Bradbury. And Clifton's involved as well. Brad Hayes also closing in, trying to recover some spots. Oh, pressure gets to Snedden. Bunt gets through, Callahan gets through. Bunt was pestering that inside line through the braking zone. Misjudged paddock kill for Daniel Snedden. So having a good run up the front. John Gallen still sitting in a comfy spot behind, a little bit loose, dragging back some of those stones that have been strewn across. Been off the John Wade. It's fallen back to P14. Blink for Martin. Decent blinks there. To make things interesting for Bradbury to try and get a pass. Clifton and Tucker closing on. Tucker really closing on the tail of Clifton. And these corners are going to start looking like rallycross. See Bradbury on the attack here. He's got a good gain over this lap. Starting to get the nose up alongside. There's some pressure here for Ruben now. He's going to go for it. No, not quite enough. Clifton and Tucker in tow still. Oh, Martin loses the line out turn 1. Not going to be able to fight him into turn 2. Bradbury's going to have it here. He's going to get that position. Will Clifton be able to sneak up alongside? Tucker tries for it. Sneaks a spot over Clifton at the same time. Nice little manoeuvre there. Bad traffic for Clifton. And Brad Hayes backing up into it as well, getting alongside Hamish Curtis. A little train here. This is P8 through to P13. All nicely bunched up. Contributing some more stones to the pile. Brad Hayes gives that tight a line. Catching back up to Robbie Bradbury. Ashworth going off track. Walker getting the pass. It's now driven up to P3 from the back. Clifton dropping back as well. Rod Hayes moves up. Sam Tucker along the outside. It's not going to be a good drive out though. Martin feels the pressure, takes some dirt, loses the spot. There could be some big pace lost. Hayes and Curtis here to come through. Managed to hold on to it. Approach halfway point, we're seeing some drivers peel off. Snedden's into the pits, Hamish Curtis and Mick Clifton also coming in. Lap 13. Through lap 14 at the halfway point. Enzo leading by 2 seconds over John Gallen. Series leader Wayne Walker starting from the rear tonight. Enough for a series lead of a full round coming into tonight. Oh, and a smash for John Wade. I think that's just a spin. I think he's avoided taking damage. And Zoo, race leader, comes into the pits. Oh, too much. Bit of braking and turn. Nicely done to get out of the way. The leader in. Thanks, he's Wayne saving fuel. Let's see if we can listen in here. I don't know if he might have had to use a bit more fuel by working his way through the field. So I don't think he'd probably be able to save too much. That's P2. Oh, black flag, Sam Tucker. He's come out of the pits. That might have been a pit penalty for the stop. So I think that'll be a stop and hold. If we see him come back in for a stop, that's likely what occurred. Wayne Walker takes race lead. Gallen peels off into the pits. And Zoo. Ooh, Ryan Bunt gets a black flag as well for pits. And Zoo getting the forced stop done. And at P2, 24 seconds behind. We've got about an average of 40 seconds for our stops, I think, for total pit lane time. The time Wayne Walker comes in, things will probably be pretty close. May have Wayne saving fuel for his pace, it could be. So I'm going to probably need a short stop. It should probably make up for the rest of that gap for Zoo. Yeah, superb drive to be able to see him just drive all the way through and still take out the race win. He's coming in now. This is where Zoo'd be putting the boot down pretty hard now. least. It's been about 16, 17 seconds. Zoo took 19.7 at the box. It's 19.5 for Walker is released. John Gallen pushes back through. It's under 3.5 second gap between P1 and P2, similar to where they peeled off. Wayne Walker 7 seconds. I think he was chasing by about 8. Yeah, he's all class, just like Gal. Not sure about Bradbury. We go, some movement here. Oh, an overshoot, Hamish Curtis. Oh, door bang with Hayes. Hamish moves aside, the other side of the track after the door hits. With Martin in tow. Sneddon and Hayes alongside Hayes just ahead. Oh, he's a little bit too soon to come over. Just scooted in front. Oh, Sneddon eager on the attack here. Oh, elbows out between these two now. It's going to have to be cautious here for Curtis behind. Take some dirt. They could have got a good run there. Callahan also following here. Some good closing in there under brakes for Curtis back there. He's not able to shake Sneddon away. Some dirt. Things get a little bit messy on the line for Sneddon. Lost the grip. He's still got it. He's trying to fight it without the grip. Lost a little bit of that rhythm with the pressure before. Hopefully you can regain some of that focus. Callahan now on the move. Wayne Walker making up 2 seconds. John Gallen still comfortably following behind here with Zoo. Bit of a gap. They're keeping fairly consistent. 127.54 and 127.45. I think the fastest lap of the race just done by Wayne Walker. Previous lap here. 126.72. Which way he made up that couple of seconds there. He's moving on the attack pretty good. Well, Rushworth, he near forgot. Nice little bubble going on for P4. Safe net behind. 19 seconds to Robbie Bradbury. Bradbury has a couple of seconds to Hayes behind. And got away from this train of cars earlier. It's a quick pace the previous lap. 27.85 for Ryan Bunn. On behind. Had a long pit stop. 121 with the black flag to deal with. Oh, same corner Wade had issues with earlier. Andrew Rushworth just moves through. I think that's first of lapped cars, I believe. Yep, so they're just making their way through. One lap down now for John Wade. Racing lines clear there, and a little bit to the outsides. And banking there, still a bit dirty. More seconds made up for Wayne Walker. He's really pushing this car through. John Galland in sight of Walker now. Oh, big off there for Hamish Curtis. Into the last quarter. Good drive here by Zoo. There's a gap increasing now for him. Oh, too much dirt. That's lost it. Would be just enough time to hold the spot. There's a lucky corner for it to happen to. Slight lapse of concentration there for Zoo. Brad Hayes having caught up to Robbie Bradbury now. Bradbury not having a whole lot of luck. In some previous rounds, having a pretty good drive here at the moment. And he's chasing Mick Clifton in the series for P2. Clifton getting the rough luck tonight. There's got about 6 spaces between them at this point. That could really get them close to come into the final round for points. Yep, I agree, Banks. It's definitely going to be a good 2-lap battle up the front. We're seeing the gap close down for Walker as well. He's now 2 seconds, just under 2.5 seconds behind. So we're going to have the 3 of them very tight in those final laps. Enzo, John Gallant, and Wayne Walker. Oh, loses the rear under brakes. That was a little bit of marbling causing that. You got Brad Hayes and Robbie Bradbury still facing off here as well. Snedden and Martin closing in. Another black flag for Ryan Bunn. It's probably incident points, potentially. Probably be a drive through. Oh, rear tap. A bit off-putting there for Ruben Martin. Snedden, black flag. Probably incident points. Oh, overshoots. I'm going to say that might be a tow. Might have been a frustration pull up there. Ryan Bunn. Pit penalty. Doing the drive through. It was in and out pretty quick. 20.3 journey time. And retirement for Snedden. Oh, some dirt taken. Gallen slowed up. Seeing Walker close in very quick. Gallen beyond the fence here. So he can hold off a P2 spot. That's white flag. Enzu in the lead. Seeing a tight battle here for P2. Oh, Wayne Walker's trying for it. Oh, bit of dirt. Final corners on approach. Last shots here for P2. Oh, Walker takes a bit of dirt. He's driving hard here. I don't think he's going to get the run. Zoo's looking safe here as long as there's no error. Oh, Walker too wide. Lost that rhythm. Clean the tyres a bit. Couldn't get around John Gallen. Checkered flag out for race win to Ian Zhu. John Gallen takes podium P2. And our series leader, Wayne Walker, driving from the rear of grid all the way through to P3, 11 spots. Saying he got a bit more TV time because he wasn't out there just driving hard on his own. Robbie Bradbury, Brad Hayes and Hamish Curtis bunched up for P5 here. All doing well too. Bradbury up 2 spots, Hayes 4 and Curtis 2 spots as well. Bradbury rounds out top 5. Nicely done. That's going to be good for championship points as well. Brad Hayes 6th. Hamish Curtis in 7th. Clifton finishing up. He's shortened that gap to Bradbury by a position. So it's only 5 now rather than 6. Bit of a gap, so things are going to be really tighten up a bit coming to the final round for the P2, P3 spot in the series. Brilliant drive by all. That was a very good one to see. So I'll bring up some race results. And our race results for round 9 of the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Supercars Championship at Brands Hatch Circuit Grand Prix. Top of the podium spot going to Ian Zhu. And then also joining on the podium is John Gallen in P2 and Wayne Walker in P3. The rest of our standings then: Andrew Rushworth, Robbie Bradbury, Brad Hayes, Hamish Curtis, Darryl Callahan, Reuben Martin, Mick Clifton, Sam Tucker, Ryan Bunt, John Wade, and Daniel Snedden. Wait a moment and let our drivers get sorted and jump into the chat. Definitely Banksy, good driving for everyone. Poor Bradbury. Save Gallon. Ian and Wayne are going to jump in. Might as well wrap up results and jump into round 9. It's only the final round. Now we haven't got the drivers and getting some headset issues again, so we might wrap up our results. So that is it for round 9 tonight. And then heading into the final round next week, we'll be back again, same time on Twitch at 8:05 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, and that will see us wrapping up the series at the awesome Mount Panorama Circuit Bathurst. So one not to be missed. If you haven't done so already and you're new to the channel, hit that follow button. You'll be notified when we go live next week on Monday at 8:05 PM. And a big thank you for tuning in tonight, and also to our sponsors and partners, which is Pagnian Event Simulation, Next Level Racing, Vive, Dubby, Fanatec, Razer, Gear Up Booster, Modelo Turbo, Flashark Racing, Tickertech, Project 45 Designs, and Wiper Pool and Spa Services. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.